Happy Valentine's Day. Tonight, a lot of people are going to be with their significant others going on dates, getting each other gifts and all of that, while I'm going to be going to the movies to see Madam Web. Side note, did anybody see those pictures of Sydney Sweeney at the premiere of the movie the other day? Because they've been doing laps up here for the last 24 hours. I'm lucky enough that there's a movie theater nearby me that plays movies for like $7. Plus, I think tonight is free slushy night. So this will be the only Slurpee that I'll be getting tonight. Because I expect this experience to be really bad, I decided to turn all of this into like a little vlog slash reaction slash review of the movie and the whole thing. So come join me on that. He was in the Amazon with my mother while they were researching spiders, just before she died. We made it. I don't even like these. Not a big fan of them, but it's free. You know, I'm recording this whole thing on my iPhone because listen, if Sony isn't going to put any effort into their movies, then I'm not going to put any effort into this. Now that I have seen the movie, a couple of words to describe it: awful, messy, unintentionally funny. That's a few words in one finger right here. Terrible editing, terrible script, just bad, no good, boring. Why? How? Somebody wrote this. And also, executives looked at this and greenlit this, and they were like, this is what we're making. And then they edited it and put it together. Terribly edited, by the way. Awfully edited. And they were like, that's what we're going to release. That's good. Why? Why do you keep doing this, Sony? All these Sonyverse movies suck. I know some people like Venom, and I will keep saying this. Venom is not good. Venom 2 is even worse. And there's another Venom coming out this year. Oh my God, there's also crazy. I'll give this movie one praise and one praise only. Walking into this movie, I was like, I don't really get Dakota Johnson. She's one of those actresses that I'm like, I don't get why Hollywood keeps trying to make them work. But then I saw her in the movie and I was like, you know what? She's trying. She had like one or two funny lines in the movie, but the script is terrible. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. I know the trailer showed like the 3 Spider Women all wearing suits, and there's also promotional pictures of Dakota Johnson wearing a spider suit or a Madam Web suit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, those suits are not in the movie very long. They're not. They show up once in the beginning in a dream sequence, and then they show up at the end to be like, hey, look at this. Look how much better this is than what we actually made. Because this movie at the end threatens you with a sequel. It shows you everybody in their suits, and it's like, this could be the future, because you never know. That's a threat. I'm a fan of Adam Scott. What are you doing in here, buddy? Severance Season 2, we're waiting on it. Adam Scott plays Ben Parker, and Mary Parker is also in the movie, and by the end of the movie, we have little baby Peter Parker. Yeah, Peter Parker makes an appearance. They don't name him, but they tease him. They tease a baby Peter Parker. It's so funny because at the end of the movie, right, Dakota Johnson's character, Madam Web, she has the powers to see the future. By the end of the movie, she embraces it. She's like, yes, I can see the future. I am the one who sees the future. And they make this little joke of like, hey, Ben Parker is now an uncle, you know? All the fun, no responsibilities, something like that. And she just vaguely goes, Madam Web that is, goes, he has no idea. I read that as she saw this man's future and she knows that this man is gonna die because of Peter Parker. The villain is terrible. That suit is awful. He's just your basic evil guy. He says the same thing over and over. They're in my dreams. They're gonna destroy what I built. And sometimes his mouth doesn't match what you hear him saying because the ADR is terrible. It's kind of sad because we've known or seen evidence that these actors thought they were in an actual Marvel movie. Like we've seen those pictures of Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney tagging Marvel Studios on Instagram when this movie has nothing to do with Marvel Studios. It seems like they were misled, but I also don't feel bad for them because they got paid a bag to do this. And also, there has been a track record ever since these superhero movies started. You can look at Gwyneth Paltrow, for example, of actors not knowing, not caring about any of this. They're like, I got paid to do this role for this superhero movie. I don't care about it. I don't care what it's connected to. I don't care about the movies. I don't even watch the movies. So sometimes these actors, and I'm just guessing, maybe don't do research or their teams don't do research. Like, it really seems like these people thought they were going to be in a legit Marvel movie. And they weren't. Yeah, this movie's terrible. This movie's really bad. Yet another huge miss for the Sony Spider-Man universe. And we got 2 more of these movies coming out this year. This year! Oh my god. I guess it was kind of like a funny way to spend Valentine's Day. I was kind of laughing in my seat at the things that were happening on screen because it's just laughably bad. And I also got a free slushie, so yeah, that's something. Let me know down in the comments if you're planning on seeing it, and if you have seen it, what did you think about it, and what do you think about the Sony Spider-Verse?